Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy Tuesday.
Hey.
We're both remote, both feeling good. We've got curly hair, sun-kissed, feeling good.
Mhm.
Everything's amazing. Gio, what's going on? How is Florida? How are you feeling?
Oh man, it's been fun. It's been good. The weather's been amazing. Today is shitty for the first time, so it's an indoor day. I don't know if you saw my escapades this weekend.
Um, so I saw a single TikTok and I meant to reach out, but I've been drowning in Aperol spritzes. So now is the opportunity. Gia,
Yeah.
how are you post this drain? Are you okay?
Yeah, so I had a cyst on my vagine and it was literally
So
terrifying.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Like I don't know what happened. The doctor said she thinks it's maybe from shaving, but it
It happens. Like it's like a pretty common like
yeah.
it's sometimes it happens, yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's like it kind of hurt, but like not really that like more hurt to like the touch. So I was like, oh, it's fine, whatever. Um,
Hmm.
I was like, I'll just see my OBGYN when I get back to New York. But then that was Friday, I think. So then Saturday morning, I woke up and I was like, this is not normal. Like this hurts a lot. Like I could barely even walk. So
Oh shit.
I went to the urgent care and like she was like, yeah, it's fine. Like it's a cyst, like it's not a big deal, whatever. So you had to put
Yeah.
a lidocaine shot into it.
No. Oh no, the pain. Oh my God, no.
I have
No, Gia, I'm so
literally in my
sorry.
life never felt anything like that ever. Like, and I've like, I have my nose pierced. I got my tragus pierced. I had tattoos. Like, I have a pretty high pain tolerance. She was like, "Oh, it's gonna burn," and I was like, "Okay, like, yeah, like I can handle that." No, it was like I was screaming, like it was like withering and screaming. It was crazy. But then
No, that's so awful.
after that, luckily, everything was fine. It was like easy, and now I have to take antibiotics and apply my ointment.
Oh
It's just like
no. Oh,
so
the
embarrassing.
joy of being a woman.
Yeah, no, on International Women's Day of all days, of course.
Oh, like how dare she betray you on such a day? Like how dare she betray you like that? It's so fucked
Uh,
up. And I've been screaming like every 5 minutes. I'm like on International Women's Day. Like I've been saying it for 3 days. Like I don't even know which day is which. But by the way, it's the whole month. I was a Kappa Delta, and one of our things was International Women's Day slash month. And so I know for a fact it's the entire month. So buckle up, everybody.
yeah.
We're here to stay.
So
Uh,
the least that could happen is like not getting a cyst, but what are you gonna do?
right, right.
Luckily, it was
It just
easily like they figured it out easy, dealt with it easy, and now I'm like totally fine. So
yeah, for sure. Good, 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 good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what a nightmare, especially on your big getaway. You were so excited to go to head down to Florida. Have you had to stay out of the sun or anything, or are you okay? Like to
On
like be out.
Saturday, yeah, I didn't like go out. I sat in the sun for like a little. I wore like shorts and a bathing suit top because I was like too scared to put on a bathing suit. But
Yeah, of course.
I swam like all day yesterday. I can't
Oh, so
not
that's
go in
good.
the ocean. Like
Honestly, I bet salt water probably good for it. You know what I mean?
that's what
Like, or
I was
even
saying. But I mean, you never
so
know because like the ocean, it's not exactly like just salt water. Like who knows like
that's so
what else
true.
is in there. But like I'm feeling fine, thank God, and I didn't have any issues. But yeah, it's been like the most beautiful weather ever. So that's been like the saving grace is that it's just been so nice. So
Yeah, yeah, that's fantastic.
you look like you're
I'm
having a sleigh.
as you can tell, I'm having a sleigh time. I am having a like a super sleigh time. I'm in Sicily. I'm a little bit outside of Catania, the town. I have been sightseeing. I've done a lot the past few days. I'm losing track of the days. I will be honest with you. When you texted me, being like, "What's the plan?" I went, "Fuck."
I
I was
know.
like, I thought I kept Sunday. Like I like in my head it was Sunday still. But yeah, the days have changed. So it all worked out, but it's all fine. But I today we had a pizza making class and then we've just been hanging around. Like the place I'm staying is this like big like family estate. It's like this beautiful villa that so sorry if you guys are following me on Instagram. Like I'm spamming my stories with pictures of this place. Like there's flowers everywhere and there's like a library and just like all kinds of shit.
Wow.
So today we spent the day like kind of exploring the whole property. And then where I'm staying, it's like a house that's like separate from the big main house.
Hmm.
And we have like a heated pool over here, so everyone came over here to like chill and swim and hang out today. So they all just went up to go to get ready for aperitif and then dinner. And
Oh,
so yeah, they're up there. Everybody's it's downtime, so it was perfect
yeah.
time for us to
Oh
chat.
man, I'm
But
so
yeah, it's been
jealous.
great. It is, gee, you would die for this place. Like it's so well, we'll have to come back. I keep saying like every
Mm.
5 minutes, I'm like, we'll have to come back. Only, I would say my only complaint is that it is a little cold. It's been like low to
Ooh.
mid 60s the whole time. And today is the first day that it hasn't rained. So that I've been here.
Um,
So it's been a little bit of like navigating the rain, a little bit of changing plans. But the first few days we were like touring cities. We did a wine tour one day at the winery they went to in White Lotus, like, whole thing. And then yesterday we were at Taormina, and we tried really hard to hike Mount Etna. And I would say half the group, yeah, half the group did it. We went all the way up there, just windy ass roads all the way up, like the most insane. Like I was so car sick. Like I've never been so car sick in my life. And we got to the top, and I don't know why I in my life didn't think that the top of a volcano would have a bunch of snow on it and be 30 degrees. Like half the group had like real jackets, and I had like a rain shell and like not barely a top on underneath.
yeah.
So myself and I, 6 or 7 of the other people here were like, we can't do this. So the group had to split in half. Yeah, and so the true warriors did the volcano hike, and I'm really jealous because they learned a lot of cool stuff. And we went shopping and drank in town, so it was
That
not
sounds
not the
good to
worst thing that could
me.
happen. But I am, yeah, but I am sad. I love to learn about nature, so I'm pretty sad about missing the ins and outs of the volcano. But again, I'll just have to come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so still here, still hanging out. Have a couple more days before I head home. And I'm sorry, till I head to Rome,
Mm.
eyes on the Pope,
Yep.
and then yeah, we'll be home. But we
Did
have,
you
oh wait,
see
totally separate. We have
the
what?
Pope is he's up and walking. He's celebrating.
No, really? Damn. I
Yeah.
mean, long live the Pope, but
Live the
damn,
king.
I was really trying to catch that smoke in Rome, but it sounds like maybe not. But that's fine. Good for the Pope. Good for the Pope.
Mhm.
Um, shit, what was I about to say? I was gonna say, hmm, can't remember. What was I just saying? Something about the Pope, Rome. Oh. Coming back. So when we do for the sports gals out there, we do this thing every year for March Madness called Bracket Busters, where we have like a team and we like pick a school and whatever. And so we're starting to do that soon. And my alma mater, High Point, has made it into the March Madness tournament. And so we will possibly be like being able to root on High Point. And Gia, I don't know if you know this, but I've been sending death threats to Rico Bosco on the side because he's like pretending to be a huge High Point fan. And I texted him, I was like, and he's on my trivia team now. And I sent him a text and I was like, hey, listen, are we gonna fight about this? Because this is gonna like back off, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
don't like we haven't even picked anything yet or whatever. And like hopefully we'll be able to get it. But I was like, if you're the one that takes it, I'm not sure I'll be able to forgive. And he's like, well, I'm rooting for them and this, that, whatever. And I was like, that's my shit.
Yeah.
So watch your mouth. So
That's
that
what
was happening while we've been
he
here.
has a million different teams. He picks like he likes
That's what
Alabama
I'm
one day,
saying.
he likes another team the next day. He's got to pick one team. That's not fair. You have your team and it's High Point.
Exactly. And it's the only team I'll ever have because that's the school I went to. Like that's my shit. So fingers crossed we have to do that. But shout out to all my Panthers, all my Panthers out there. We're excited.
They're
We're
gonna be good.
getting to be in March Madness for
Apparently they're like a huge sleeper team.
they've always been really good, and this is the first year that they've made it. Like they always are like about to make it, and then something happens at the last second. So this is the first time that they're in it, and we're all really excited. And I'm excited. Like just it's just fun to like, I never really have the opportunity to all they have is basketball. Like we didn't have a football team. So that was our shit. So look forward to seeing that. That'll be out next week. Our big selection, like the whole company will do this. So look forward to that. But Gia, I'll tell you something right now. You know what I'm gonna need? If somebody picks High Point over our team, I'm gonna need a big tall glass of Pink Whitney.
Yeah.
Okay. a big, tall glass, that pink lemonade flavored vodka, our number one bestie on the pod, here to support us in our high times when we're in Italy and Florida and loving life, and our low times if someone steals the
Mm.
NCAA team that we want for our company-wide March Madness event.
Yeah.
So, Pink Whitney, always here for us. Pink lemonade flavor, of course. Number one favorite, best in the biz. I have had a hard time finding Pink Whitney in Italy. Oh, whoop. Oh no, we fell off. Pink Whitney, oh no, Pink Whitney came through and they heard me saying that I couldn't have any in Italy. So they came through. They kicked us off the regular Zoom. We're back on a different Zoom. I'm now on my phone. We'll figure it out. It'll all be fine. Shout out to Pink Whitney as always.
Yep. We love Pink Whitney, 20 shot buckets. They got the big boys, they got the small boys. They got perfect for every single occasion. I'm telling you, I needed a shot after that tr doctor's trip. I need a shot right now.
Yeah,
Looks like the sun's coming out, so definitely gonna be partying with Pink Whitney, and you should be too. So take your shot with Pink Whitney.
perfecto. And that's me speaking Italian.
Ciao.
Ciao, buona sorta. That's me right now. Buona sorta.
Buona
I'm
sorte.
honestly I'm forgetting all my Italian. Yesterday we were in a car with like a driver that was like driving a van full of all of us, and he only spoke Italian. And one of my friends here like speaks Italian, so we were trying to like go back and forth. And at one point, I was sitting up front with them, like trying to speak Italian with him. And so basically, I'm fluent. Is really what I'm getting to.
Right.
So yeah. So yeah, that's me. But okay, yeah. So we have a lot more to talk about than I anticipated. We have
Hmm.
a few things. We've got a potential Lady Gaga Taylor Swift collaboration on the new Lady Gaga album Mayhem, which is a 12 out of 10. I'm a big fan. We'll get into that. We've got Bill Maher can't keep his name or can't keep Taylor's name off his lips. That's a little annoying. We had the A Simple Favor 2 premiere at South by Southwest, Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick, et cetera, et cetera. The drama of that. We have a performance happening at the iHeart Awards, an Eras Tour performance. That's fucking crazy. And yeah, I think that maybe a couple other things
Yeah, just
that we'll get into. I think that
yeah.
might be everything. Yeah, perfect. So what did I say? First things first. What was on the
First
list?
things
I can't
first,
even
Lady
remember.
Gaga, Mayhem.
First things first, Lady Gaga Mayhem. And I'll tell you what, I have three songs that I'm obsessed with.
Hmm.
Um, Garden of Eden, Vanish into You, and then of course the song that everyone is talking about, How Bad Do You Want Me, which may or may not be either sampled of, half produced by, slightly written by, influenced by something Taylor Swift. And I think if you hear How Bad Do You Want Me by Lady Gaga and you don't recognize that it's at least influenced by Taylor Swift, you're out of your mind
Yeah.
because it's a banger and it's very much Taylor coded,
Yeah,
if we're
it's
being real.
very, very 1989 vault track. It could fit right in
Hmm.
for sure. I saw this really funny tweet of this guy that was like, Taylor Swift is doing the backup vocals for How Bad Do You Want Me? And someone responded and they were like, wait, can you confirm? Is this true? And they were like, no,
Uh
can't confirm, but we just want the Swifties to stream.
huh.
So now,
By the way, so Lady Gaga, like someone made a TikTok or whatever about it, and Lady Gaga reposted it.
mhm,
So in my head, I'm like, we know that Taylor is a massive Gaga fan. She would of course play applause in her like countdown to the Eras Tour beginning. Like you knew when you heard applause that the Eras Tour was about to start when you
mhm.
were there. And so she's a big fan, whatever. So if those rumors were swirling and they weren't actually true, I think Gaga would just be like, yeah, of course, love Taylor. And if you want to think that, think that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She wouldn't be like upset by those comparisons.
No, you can tell that they've been kind of trying to like embrace that narrative for sure. And like that's not a bad thing. Like people take inspiration from other people's sounds all the time. That's not like a new thing.
Hmm.
It's not like a bad thing. And all, yeah, like you said, Lady Gaga and Taylor have obviously they've been friends for a really long time. So like
Hmm.
I just think it's more exciting, like more, I mean, Taylor's got the recipe down stat, so it's like why aren't more people dipping their toes into that, that pond? And clearly it's working because the song's a banger and yeah, I'm just I haven't listened to the whole album though, I will say. I've only listened to that one song.
It is the album is really good. So I it came out while I was like in Italy, like flying to my final destination. So I was able to listen to it like right at midnight US time and like or it came out midnight Italy time or whatever. So I got a little bit of a jump start and I downloaded it for the plane and just listened to the whole thing top to bottom and it was fantastic. Like just it's so good. A lot of good ones.
Elle
Uh,
said that a source doubled down on this after the rumor started to make headlines. The insider told Page Six, I don't know how true this is, Swift
mm.
working on the Gaga track is false. Fan speculation of her secretly doing background vocals is not true. Us Weekly also received word from a source that Swift was not involved in the song. So she probably just took
So
some inspo.
I do think that like, but I won't lie. Like some of the sound, it feels sampled from a Taylor song. Like it almost feels like there's something. And obviously, yeah, people are confirming, not denying, whatever. Taylor's not like posting about it or like nobody's past the rumors. No one's mentioning it. But again, they are not bad rumors to have, and it's just it is truly a really good song. So if you're a Taylor fan and a Gaga fan, you definitely recognize and love this
Mhm.
song. I think it's really good. But yes, the whole album is really good. Gaga's. I was watching she's been doing obviously she's doing press doing interviews or whatever and she had one of the interviewers asked her like, do you know the meaning of reheating your own nachos and how do you feel about that sentiment? And for those who aren't chronically online, the expression right now for artists who are kind of maybe repurposing some of their older sounds. It's been deemed reheating your own nachos and or reheating someone else's nachos or
Mhm.
whatever. It's like leftovers. And Gaga's response was just like, my thoughts on that are I invented those nachos and I like those nachos, so I'm gonna keep eating those nachos. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's my fucking girl because it's very like fame, Born This Way album energy
Mhm.
from Gaga, which were my personal favorite like versions of Gaga. So I really, really love the new album. I think the songs are a good mix of like some clubby dance shit and then also like, kind of emotional songs. Like the song Vanish Into You, like I was saying, is it's a pretty emotional song, but it's very catchy, very good. And then How Bad Do You Want Me? It's just like a sexy, fun, 1989 kind of song. So yeah,
I
love
also
it.
loved the press. She did like a press conference like with her fans. Did you
Yes,
see that?
yes,
It was
yes.
so cool. Like, and each fan like got to like stand up and ask a question, and she was like sitting in front of everybody. It was like, like an actual press conference. And
Yeah.
I the whole time I was watching it, I just was thinking to myself, like, man, I wish Taylor. I mean, obviously she used to do like the secret sessions and stuff, so that was like a time for fans to get questions and stuff. But I would love for Taylor to do something like that, but I also feel like Swifties might be a little bit too like unhinged with their questions.
Gia,
You'd
I
have to
was
like sign a waiver that says like if I don't ask this question, like I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? Like I'm writing down my
a
question.
hundred
I won't
percent.
ask this question.
Yes, Gia, completely. I took the words out of my mouth. Like the little monsters, like, pause up, we're all here. But Gaga has that she has that like intimidation factor. Like
Hmm.
she's obviously like everyone loves her. Her fans are super loyal. She loves her fans. Like it's whatever. But when Gaga walks in the room, it's like Gaga's here. Like I wouldn't dare or like ask something crazy. And I do think that there are like some of her fans will ask like a funny question or whatever, but they are more afraid of her like because she'll tell you, she'll be like, well, you're a fucking loser for asking that question. Like she would say that, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
her fans are too afraid of like that potentially happening. Whereas Taylor is so polite, so kind. Like she would never be mean to a fan asking a crazy question. So I
Yeah.
think that like some of the more insane Swifties might jump in and like think they can get away with something a little crazy. And when in reality, it's like, no, bitch, like you have to have a respectful situation here. But I totally agree that like press conference moment is unbelievable. Like what a good idea.
Mhm.
And at one point, one of the fans asked, he's like, "Did you see Azalea Banks like
Yeah,
tweeting
yeah,
about
yeah.
whatever?" And she was like, "Wow, this really is a press conference for the little monsters. Like this is not like." this is not mainstream media here.
Yeah.
Like these are fans. And I loved that. And I completely agree. I hope that one day like we can get to a place as Swifties to be able to like participate in something like that.
Mhm.
But we have to be on our best behavior, okay? See what we could have.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you want this?
Yeah, don't you want this?
Yeah, yeah.
But she's crushing it. And she I didn't watch Saturday Night Live, but
Oh,
I saw that she was on and she performed and it sounds like she was amazing. Like
yeah.
I saw the Abracadabra performance, which was really great,
The
but I didn't see what else
Abracadabra
she performed.
performance was insane. I
Hmm.
liked the second performance too. I didn't really love the song. I can't remember which one she did because I only knew the song from the performance. But she
I
was
didn't
really fun.
see.
I can't
Yeah.
I can't remember. Here, let me see.
Gia, I'm having a lovely time here. Everybody is we have people who manage the house and they make all of our meals for us. You know what I mean? And
Mm,
I have just been like living luxury. I don't
mm,
have to think about the food that I'm eating. It just appears and it's there. But I can't lie. Cooking is a little cathartic for me. I do love to order meals. I do love to cook. I do love to that it makes me feel centered, it makes me feel whole, it makes me feel useful. And
mm,
right now I'm feeling a little bit like a pampered little brat. And so I'm looking forward to getting home and getting my hands on some of our Marley Spoon, which
mhm.
is just fantastic when planning meals, making meals, and feeling good.
Yep. I'm feeling the exact same way. I'm going back to my house or back to my
Hmm.
apartment with my Marley spoon waiting for me. So I'm excited to
Hmm.
try all the new meals, cooking it up next week. And meal planning has always been like the hardest part about figuring out everything with meals. So I always just go back to ordering takeout. But Marley
Hmm.
Spoon has actually worked for us. And this podcast is sponsored by Marley Spoon. And we are excited because it's helping us fast track our way to eating well without all the stress. And with our code TaylorWatch, you can get up to 27 free meals. And for those nights when you need dinner, Marley Spoon's new 15-minute express recipes are exactly what they sound like, convenient, delicious, and on the table in minutes. I like that option from Marley Spoon because especially when I come home from work, I'm so exhausted. Like I don't want to make a 45-minute dinner. So the 15-minute
Hmm.
express recipes are so amazing, so convenient. So this year, fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/TaylorWatch and use code TaylorWatch for up to 27 free meals. That's right, up to 27 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, that's marleyspoon.com/offer/TaylorWatch for up to 27 free meals. And make sure you use our promo code TaylorWatch so you know we sent you.
Don't mind me. Yeah, we've got a janky video set up today for those
Yeah.
watching on YouTube. Apologies.
But she did Killa.
Oh, that featuring like Gerveffelsten or something. Like it's featuring.
Rumpelstiltskin?
No, like basically, yeah, it's like Gerfeffelsten or something. My friend was like, "Oh, and we had a Gerfeffelsten moment," and I was like, "Totally." I like had no idea what he was talking about. The song is good though; it's a really good song, and he's like a famous like people who know will like laugh
Mm,
at us for not knowing. But it's yeah, the whole album's really good. I think you'll like it when you're able to give it a good listen. But
right.
I just love I'm a big Gaga fan. I love Gaga. I love her. I love her fearlessness. I love that she can shift between personas, you
Mm,
know? Like I like how she can be like actor Gaga and she can like do that kind of press tour and that kind of shit. And then she slips back into like performance Gaga and then she's got the like eye black and the pointy shoulders and the, you know, the fake black like bangs and like all
mhm.
that shit. Like I love how she can go back and forth and
Yeah.
she's the best. So
I've never was like a huge Gaga listener, but I've always been a
mhm.
big fan of hers, just like of her in general, just because like just so much respect. She's so talented. She's also like never
Yes.
changed herself.
Hmm.
Always respected,
Yes.
like changed her looks too. You know, she has such a distinct face and such like she's just so beautiful in her own way. Like just her face, it's like a Greek goddess type of face, you know? And I like that she
Absolutely.
never changed anything. I like that she's like always like stuck to her like personality and like she's never,
Hmm.
I don't know, I've always respected her. And she was like kind of
I
before in like 2013, like putting out like Born This Way in 2012, like, like that's such a big risk. And like She's always
She's bold. She's not only is she bold, she's an ally. She speaks her
Mhm.
mind. She's confident. She's a girl's girl. She's
Yeah.
always sticking up for the girls. You obviously everyone that interview always circulates of her being asked about Miley Cyrus's performance at like the VMAs when she was doing the Robin Thicke like twerking and
Yeah.
whatever. And she was like, I think she's just expressing herself. She's not a kid anymore, and she wants you to know it. So get off her back. Like when I
Mm.
think she's on like Watch What Happens Live when she gives that interview, and she's like dressed like a mermaid basically. And you know what I'm talking about, like that like clip or whatever.
I
But
think so.
she is so like for the girls. Like she's encouraging and positive, and she's a good example. She's another woman in pop who will lift up the other girls and not she's
I
not jealous.
I liked, I don't know if you saw, but in her monologue, she was like, last time I was here, I was 20, like whatever, and now I'm 38, which is the perfect age to become to be a pop star. Like Tate McRae is my grandma. Charlie XCX is like 50. It was really funny.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. She's
Yeah.
she's so good. No, I want to watch the whole episode because she was the guest as well, right? Or she
Yep.
was in some sketches. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I'm loving that. I'm
They,
loving the dual guest musical guest
yeah.
like Timothy and Gaga. Like I love it.
Her
It's great.
her and Bowen did a really funny sketch about like stop saying slay, like stop saying mother, like all this stuff is really funny. They're like,
I saw you
stop
post.
saying something on the mother toilet. I was like no one gets this besides us.
No, I haven't watched that whole thing top to bottom, but I saw you posting about it, and it was literally seconds after I was quote tweeting like, "Oh my God, high point, slay!"
Yeah.
Like I've been saying slay like every five like this whole trip. I'm like, "Oh my God, slay, mama, slay, queen!" Like house boots down. Like I did everything they made fun of. I've done in the past like 3 days. Like,
It's
but
more
whatever. Listen, that's
fun.
ours.
Like
It's fun. It's
whatever.
silly. Who
Yeah,
cares?
it's more
But
fun
we
than
can make fun
saying,
of it.
yeah, it's more
We
fun
know
than
it's
like you look
silly.
good. I'd rather say you look slay.
100%, and we can make fun of it. We can have a good time with it. So yeah, so love that. And if you missed that, go watch it. But yeah, just happy for Gaga, happy for her new album. It's going gangbusters. Everyone's loving it. I'm
Mm.
excited to see like what kind of streaming records it broke and how everybody's doing. Oh, also in the music world, a brief touch. We don't really have much more information other than like a 5-second clip, but Ariana, her whatever her like deluxe that's coming
Yeah.
out soon,
The
and she's
28th.
got the 28th. And so, but did you see the like 6-second clip from like a new music video or something? I don't know
No,
what it
I
is.
just
Like,
she posted a like just a picture on TikTok with a caption. Like I thought it was a fake Ariana Grande account. And
yeah,
it was just like a picture of I think probably the same music video maybe. And then the cap
yeah, it's like a teddy bear on in a box on fire.
this is this is just she just posted this. Oh,
Oh
I did
no, I
see
didn't
that video.
even.
I did see that video.
I didn't see that you're showing me right now. That picture, I did not see that.
The
So
top comment is Empire State Building, and they said, "Oh, so you want me dead?"
Tyler
Yeah.
O'Day, always coming through with the good Empire State
So
Building
funny.
content. Hilarious. So yeah, so again, all the pop girlies booked and busy. We got Sabrina Carpenter performing in London. She
Mm.
performed for the first time one of her new vault tracks, the uh
Deluxe tracks, I mean.
deluxe track. Sorry, what did I say?
Vault.
Bonus. Vault. You know how it is.
Same
Her one of
thing.
her one of her deluxe tracks, the couldn't make it any harder to love me, like or I
Yeah,
forget the
couldn't
name
make
of
it
it
any
exactly.
harder.
Yeah. My favorite deluxe song of hers.
Mine.
Very hopelessly devoted to you. I feel like we didn't really like chat about that too much because it was so like that song is so good. It's very clearly like either sampling or inspired by Hopelessly Devoted to You, which of
Mhm.
course she did perform when she was opening for Taylor. That was like one of the songs she sang before she had her like new album, like early days of opening for Taylor, she did that. So happy for her to have her own like vibe song like that, performing it. She's coming out with
Apparently,
new
um,
outfits.
Harry Styles was there. That's what I that's what I
Scandal.
saw through the grapevine. Now of course everybody's shipping them together, but it was like a very blurry picture of him. I couldn't really tell if it was him or not, but he was spotted like all he was taking pictures with so many fans in London, so he was
Yes.
there. Um,
Yep.
apparently it was a star-studded concert.
Yes, Emma Bunton, Spice Girls,
Oh
got
yeah,
arrested.
she got arrested. And so did
Baby Spice.
she arrested somebody else too. Someone else famous, I thought. Sabrina
She
Carpenter.
might have. I've been. My news is really slow because I'm like in a in a weird spot. So it's like I
Yeah.
can't tell. You know, I'm not up on it as much as I would be normally.
Oh, it was Salma Hayek.
Oh God, Selma Hayek. How random. That's
I know, so
amazing.
random,
Good for Selma. I
but
love
absolute
her.
baddie.
What a major baddie. Obsessed with her.
Mhm.
But so okay. So two things in that conversation. One, speaking of Harry Styles, rumors are swirling yet
No,
again that
they denied the rumors.
no,
I know.
really?
I
Oh,
know.
okay. So those who saw the swirling rumors about a potential Vegas residency of Harry Styles, pour one out, rest in peace.
No,
Not
totally.
happening.
I was so
No,
excited because I was like,
me too, G.
I was like, it's definitely going to be 21 plus, which makes it so much better. Like,
Yeah.
we could have gotten me, you, Francesca, Rhea,
No,
Madeline,
we would have
the
been
whole squad.
that would have been the biggest motherfucking spot. Like I was already telling you, I was like, oh, I'll get tickets from Game Time. Like, no, I'm so good. Like I've been bragging. Oh my God, no. I'm so
I
devastated.
know.
Oh, well,
I'm not sure where Vegas residency. I saw on Twitter that um it said like Harry Styles' team
yeah.
denied the rumors about the residency, but I'm not sh
Oh, I'm so devastated because I saw somewhere it was like potentially 36 shows, and I was like, I'll sell my soul. Like I loved, I loved his last tour. It was so good, and my brother, we dragged my brother through. He's a massive Harry Styles fan, but like, oh my God, like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, I don't
devastating
know.
news.
This is from The Sun, so I don't know how legit it is. Harry
Hmm.
Styles has denied reports he's in final talks to do Vegas run. Was rumored to last minute negotiations about upfronting gigs at the Sphere. So
Hmm.
maybe it's
Well.
still in the air. I don't know, but it says a rep for Harry allegedly denies Vegas residency claims. Yeah, this is The Sun again. Harry Styles denies plans for Vegas residency. I mean, 35 shows is a lot of shows.
It's a lot of shows, but then if you think about it, it's like if he's doing it every night, it's like a couple of months, or like four times a week or something. It's
Yeah,
like it's because in Vegas, it's like any night is show night. You know what I mean?
that's
Like it's
true.
not just weekends, it's not whatever. But still, like it's a lot. And he did so much for his last tour. So I don't know what it would be or what kind of thing it would be. Who knows? But I would say this: it's out in the universe,
Mhm.
and we shouldn't lose hope.
We
Maybe
should at least
one
hope.
day,
Yeah, let's just hope for the return of Harry. We just
yes.
need him to come back. Like, I miss him. I need him. With all these pictures of him. He's running the Tokyo Marathon. He's got a gold medal. He ran it in 3 hours and 37 minutes. You know how
No,
crazy that is?
Harry, no, it's insane. Harry has been like live and by the way, I am very happy for him though. Like I'm happy that
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like living his life, biking around Italy, like being incognito, like doing whatever the fuck he wants. Like I'm loving it. But yes, babe, it's been a couple of
We
years
miss
and we
you.
miss you.
Yeah.
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 100%. But so, okay. So that's all right. So feeling sad about Harry, but in more British news, Millie Bobby Brown clapping back at the haters.
Yeah. Millie Bobby Brown clapped back at Chris, the annoying Chris. Chris Pratt.
uh, Pratt. Oh wait, she clapped back at him, or was he?
Yeah, so they were doing like this.
Oh yes, yes. Sorry, I was thinking about. Wait. She did like a silly clap back at Chris, but before that, I wanted to say that she came out and she's clapping back at the haters, being like, Millie Bobby Brown looks old. And she was like, bitch, I'm not 11 years old anymore. Like, yeah, I'm grown now. Like, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. I'm going to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Major stan. But then, yes, she clapped back at Chris Pratt. She was they're like, I think in like a movie together or something. They're doing something together. And they're on a press tour. And so,
Yeah, they're doing some like Netflix movie together.
something.
Yeah.
So they're having a conversation, and Chris Pratt is trying to like act like an old man, and he's like, nobody listens to albums anymore, top to bottom, whatever. Like you can just shuffle everything. And Millie was like, not true, Chris. Like Taylor
Yeah.
Swift puts out cohesive albums all the time.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, yeah, but you don't listen to him like that. And she's like, yes, we do. Like, you don't know anything. Like, you don't know anything. And I was like, that is the most real, like, Swifty to non-Swifty conversation I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
He goes, there was once a time where artists who made tapes, there was once a time where artists made tapes. They curated their music into a very intentional list that said Millie Bobby Brown promptly shut him down, unleashing her inner Swiftie. She said, "That's not true, Chris. Taylor Swift curates her album from start to finish." And
Mm-hmm.
then she said, Pratt did not waver, stating how listeners using streaming platforms could put a playlist on shuffle. Brown, too, stood her ground as she countered how a true Swiftie wouldn't do that. The star ended the argument by declaring, "You wouldn't understand." And I always think
Exactly.
how you, and that made me think about how you were like, I can't listen to Torture Poets Department without doing it like start to finish. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just a
Oh,
point
wait.
right there.
Oh, hello? Oh, un momento. Hold on, hold on. Oh, okay. Sorry, sorry. Jesus. Okay. They didn't know I was here
Oh,
and they're sorry. That's just me speaking.
Uno Memento
Anyway,
is
not Italian. I don't know. I panic. I keep panicking and like accidentally speaking Spanish, like the whole like I don't even know Spanish. I just keep saying shit like
it's so
that.
similar.
It's yeah, whatever. Anyway, they're like cleaning up. We had people, like I said, we had people here. Anyway, sorry. Back to what you're saying about
No,
Chris Pratt.
I appreciated her sticking up for the Swifties, sticking up for Taylor Swift because, and I mean, also like that's just not a fair thing to say about artists these days because you could say that about Billy, you could say that about Charlie, you could say that about like I mean, Ariana too. Like they take their like curation so seriously, I feel like, and the way that the album
Mm-hmm.
flows that I don't think that that's a fair comparison to make. And even with like Harry Styles too, like I'm sure the way that he put all the track lists together. Like, there's no way that they didn't do it in a specific way to how they wanted the album to sound. But yeah, no, I appreciated Millie sticking up for the Swifties. Chris Pratt is he's become such a stick in the mud.
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest Chris Pratt fan anymore. Like
Yeah.
it's not that I like I don't know something maybe it's like his MAGA bullshit. Like I don't know what it is about him that I like don't love. I like him in like movies and stuff. Like I like him as an actor or whatever. But yeah, like you were saying about the Torture Poets thing. Listening top to bottom, and all these other artists who do the same thing. It's like the real fans of these artists understand and know that their albums are curated the way they are. But yeah, of course casual fans as would any artist in any like drop you in the middle of the 80s, drop you in the middle of the 70s. Like if you're a casual fan, you're only listening to a couple of the tracks. You know what I mean? Like you're not listening to start to finish, but if you're a real true fan, you're always listening top to bottom at least first to
Mhm.
see like how did they put this together. Like artists have been doing this for a long time. So yeah, the generalization is unappreciated, Chris Pratt, and
Mhm.
step off. And yeah, shout out to Millie Bobby for holding it down for the Swifties because
Yeah,
she's the shit.
she's
I
holding
just
it
love
down.
her. I
I
love
love
her.
her. She's what, like 21, 22 now? Like
Yes,
she's on her way to becoming like a grown woman. Like I hate all the
she's a
hate.
grown woman
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
beautiful.
married. She's married. Like leave
She's
her
a wife.
alone. She's a wife. She's a wife and she's a good wife and she
Millie
needs to be
Bobby
left alone.
Brown Bon Jovi.
Exactly. And she's New Jersey royalty and never fucking forget that.
Yeah.
Okay, like she's fantastic. So
Yeah, I feel
anyway,
bad. I feel bad.
um,
It must be so hard, like, and especially with her role as like 11, like she
mhm.
shaved head, like she looked like so young for so long that like
Yes.
and she just kind of looked her age, and it's like, oh wow. But yeah, all the it's just I feel bad for her. All the commentary is just so unnecessary.
Completely. And so, but she seems to be handling it well. Like she put out that video, she called out very specific people who had been like writing about her and called them out for being dickheads and whatever. And I love that she did that. I love that she was like, yeah, enough's enough. Like I'm sick of the chatter. I'm gonna come through and be like, hey, I'm a grown woman now. I'm married. I'm this. I'm that. Watch your fucking mouth. And
I like how she was like, I grew up in front of you guys, like why can't you guys grow up with me? You know what I mean?
yep. I love that. I love it too. She's the shit. She's the best. Someone else who needs to grow up, Bill Maher. What's his fucking problem? By the way, am I crushing the transitions today or what?
No, you are. You really are crushing
I'm
them.
really, I'm really getting it good. I'm just so afraid of us like getting disconnected online. So Bill Maher, who I did not know, I guess he has been continuously in his monologues, or I don't know when he's doing this or when these things are happening, because I this is the first I'm hearing of it, to be honest. He references Taylor Swift sometimes and makes jokes about her or the fact she has boyfriends or like whatever. And most recently made a joke along the lines of like, what's going on these days? Like, this is happening and Taylor Swift is still with the same boyfriend. It's just one of those like stupid ass low hanging
Yeah.
fruit jokes. And of course, everyone's pissed online. But I think that truly, as a group, we need to file him and this kind of situation into the roll your eyes and move on category.
Yeah.
Like, there's always going to be someone like Bill Maher who thinks that those jokes are funny and who are going to make a point to continue to make them, to be like, she can take it, she can handle it, it's funny, it's this, and try to prove that like the juice is worth the squeeze and whatever. And it's obviously dumb as fuck. No one cares. Who gives a fuck about him? No one likes him. Like, it's whatever. But again, save our energy. Save our
Yeah.
energy. We just can't get so worked up about like
Yeah.
he's an
He
asshole,
said,
he's annoying, the jokes are stale. Move on, you
yeah,
know?
he said, this world is so upside down now. It took President Trump 3 weeks to break up with Ukraine and Mexico and Canada. And yet Taylor Swift has the same boyfriend for over a year. Like,
Dumb, dumb joke, stupid. And
yeah.
then he had to follow it up after like, come on, like people,
Yeah,
the
he said like,
response,
oh,
of
she can
course.
handle it.
It's such a that's such like a like dad shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you sound old,
Yeah.
Bill Maher. You're old as fuck. You're older than dirt. Like you just like no one cares about you. Like just get off. Like stop trying to who are you trying to appeal to? Like that to me, when you're still telling jokes like that, you're trying to get a cheap laugh out of the like men who will laugh at Taylor's expense. Like
Yeah.
the guys who will boo her at the Super Bowl and the guys who think she's overrated and who think that girls who like Taylor Swift are crazy. Like that's okay, sure. That's already your audience. Like, just who gives a fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I just, ugh, he's so annoying. Like, he truly is. I'm so sick of him.
Yeah.
So, whatever. Pay no mind to these motherfucking losers. Everybody has to remember that the trash takes itself out every time. So, keep that in mind.
Karma will do their due diligence.
As they always do. As they always do. Let's see. Not really speaking of karma. I was going to say, speaking of karma, but not really speaking of karma. We had as well the Simple Favor South by Southwest premiere, which, by the way, for those, or sorry, Simple Favor 2, Blake Lively, Anna Kendrick, um, premiering only on Amazon, Simple Favor. I, in my head, thought that it was going to be in the theaters, and I
Yeah.
kind of was like, oh, I'll go see that in theaters, but no, it's an Amazon video project, whatever. Actually set in Italy, ironically enough. So looks amazing. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah,
Like
it looks good. I
I
just
loved the
I
original.
I was seeing so many crazy, obviously it's Twitter, it's tweets, but so many
Hmm.
crazy tweets, just like apps, this, it really makes you think because it's just this absolute smear campaign against Blake Lively. And it's like, we
Hmm.
still don't even know 100% the facts, and we won't know the facts for a very long time. So this is all still very much speculation, both sides. So
Hmm.
for people to like tweet a video of her like taking off her coat for like a new picture, being like, this is the most self-absorbed, narcissistic, like this woman's disgusting. This woman only thinks about herself. Like it's so obvious that like she's a bad person. People are like, she literally just took off her coat. Like it's just a part of the dress. Like it's not a big deal. And there's a woman standing outside the premiere with a sign that says like Justin Baldoni was right. Like Blake will like end to Blake or something. Like no man would ever stand outside a woman's premiere and do that for a woman. Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like why are we fighting these people's battles for them? Like this is clearly a legal situation that we're not going to know for a very long time. And I just can't help but think that Justin Baldoni's got something to do with all these crazy tweets just literally about her. She's like saying hi to the fans, saying like, "Oh, like working with Anna's the best, whatever." And they're like, "She's so snide, she's so rude, she's so full of herself." Like, what the
A
fuck?
billion percent, Gia, a billion percent. And that's what I'm saying. Like, whether whatever you want to believe about the story that again none of us know anything
Yeah.
actually about, um how can you ignore the fact that these people either acting like on Justin's behalf or like paid by his PR company or like whatever aren't completely interfering with the idea of justice. Like
Yeah.
either side you go, like if you are a Justin Baldoni fan and you want justice for him, you're making this worse for yourself too, because eventually the tides will change and people will open their eyes to the fact that Blake Lively is getting fucking buried for existing. Like
Yeah,
she,
for
it was a video of
existing.
her waving at fans and walking away. And I saw a similar tweet, G, that you're talking about. It was something along the lines of like the nerve of her to walk around like nothing is going on. I was like, she's working. Like, what is she supposed to do?
There was actually one more tweet. Somebody tweeted, and it was like a picture of Paul Feig, the director, Anna
Yeah.
Kendrick, Blake, and then like one other person. I think maybe
Mm-hmm.
the male star. And it was like
Yeah.
selfie,
Yeah.
and then somebody tweeted the picture, and they were like, rumors are swirling that like Anna couldn't be near Blake, like all this stuff. And then Paul Feig, the director, quote tweeted it and was like, none of this is true.
It's truly insane and annoying, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. But people have really latched onto this like drama, and they just can't get enough. Like they just want to perpetuate it forever. But the prime example is that Anna started off doing like she went up to the people who were waiting for the premiere, signing autographs, taking selfies, like whatever. And someone was like, "How was it working with Blake again?" And then she was like, "Oh, you know," and then just like moved on because clearly, if I'm Anna or on anyone that's friends with Blake, Taylor included, doesn't matter who it is. I'm sure Blake is like, please, like, no need to fall on the sword for me.
Yeah.
Don't get involved. Say
Yeah.
nothing, do nothing unless you feel so inclined. Like, no one should be, obligated to anything. Anna blowing off that question doesn't immediately translate to, see, look, even Anna hates her. Anna knows what's up. She's so miserable. Like, she doesn't want to be around her, whatever. And then later on the carpet, the another woman asked Anna, and she's like, how has it been with everything going on? And Anna was like, I mean, what's going on? What are you talking about? She's like, I've been on an ayahuasca trip for the last
Yeah.
year, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And then she's like, bye, and moved on because she's hilarious and she's smart and she knows to avoid a question. But
Yeah.
that should be
And it's
your
like, why
hint.
would she
Like,
want to get involved? Like,
and why should she?
yeah.
There's no reason for her to get involved, especially to be honest, like in a different situation, if it was like a best friend or a close friend, or there was something that was a little less, like it's not very black and white what's going on right now. So if it were more black and white, maybe your friend and co-host on a movie would be like, yeah, cut the shit, that's my girl, like leave her alone. But when there's so much going on, and again, it's impossible to even like whisper Blake's name in a positive way without getting shit. um why would you not just stay the fuck out of it, make a
Yeah.
joke and move on? Like it's
Yeah.
not, there's no need to you to get caught up in the smoke for no fucking reason. And people are just dragging her into it. It's
Yeah.
it's just
I
it's
really,
exhausting. It's
yeah.
exhausting.
I feel like the smear campaign, at first it was kind of like, there's definitely some signs, whatever. I just feel like it's so obvious now. I
Hmm.
mean, it's just crazy to me that she, just it's like no one knows what the truth is at this point in time. So it's like
Hmm.
the fact that she can't even go to her own movie premiere without like people like this woman's tweeting, Blake Lively did a costume change on the red carpet for Another Simple Favors premiere at South by Southwest. Is she serious? The delusion and narcissism is egregious. No one else did this. I know Anna Kendrick is so tired. And they literally did the reader's context that said she took off her
Hmm.
jacket.
No, it's like it's exhausting. It's exhausting, and whoever is like behind this machine of shit against Blake Lively, it's like take a break,
But
y'all. Like just touch
I also think
grass.
it's like people online, these trolls, whatever, they just jump at any opportunity to rip apart a woman, like no matter who you are,
Yep.
what you do, like any opportunity to tear down a successful woman, people will take, especially men and
Hmm.
insecure women. So
Yep.
it's sad to see this happen to her because I feel like she's been so beloved forever. And then all this,
Hmm.
a couple tweets go out and it's like, here's why Blake Lively's the meanest woman in Hollywood. It's so stupid.
It truly is, and that's why, like, this whole thing. I've said it from the beginning, and I know people have mixed thoughts on the Blake Justin thing. Like, even like close friends of mine also are we don't see it the same way, and I understand. Like, sure, maybe you see things a different way, whatever. But to ignore the onslaught of shit that she's getting and that she doesn't deserve,
Yeah.
that I can't forgive because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Like
you can think that she's a bitch for sure. And you can think that maybe she made shit up or maybe she did this, maybe she did that. But if you can't see very clearly that people are using this as an excuse to, again, like shame another woman into obscurity, a la Amber Heard, then you're out of your mind.
yeah.
Like, you're out of your mind. Gia, I just showed you my beautiful new ring from Terramina. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I also bought one of those big like Sicilian heads that are in the White Lotus.
Yeah.
It's like massive. It's being shipped back to New York. We went to a winery. I bought some wine. I want to buy some olive oil. Like, I want to buy a bunch of stuff. And in order to afford all of these things, I'm gonna have to go ahead and win the lottery. Okay. So thank God we have a bestie on the pod, Jackpocket, who can fill all those needs for us, help us use our numbers, win the lottery, and pay for our extravagant vacations.
Yep. So you can order lottery tickets right from your phone with Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app. Jackpocket has so many lottery games to choose from. They have Powerball, Mega Millions, and all other official state lottery games. And best of all, new customers get your first lottery ticket free when you use our code Taylor at checkout. So download Jackpocket now and don't forget to use code Taylor. Jackpocket, America's #1 lottery app, and official partner of Barstool Sports.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I just think enough's enough. I'm bored. I'm excited to see this A Simple Favor too. I think that the hate, the bullshit online, like, it's gotta subside one day, right? Like,
Yeah.
people have to get bored and like move on to something else. Like, oh my God,
But the crazy thing is like this trial is until 2026. So like it just, as soon as it dies down, it'll probably pick right back up.
exactly. Which I mean, yeah, and that's gonna be a nightmare. And then maybe
Yeah.
by then people will view it with fresh eyes and
Yeah.
differently. And Candace Owens will try to make money some way else until then, and like stop fucking perpetuating her bullshit.
Right.
It's like,
She's
stop,
so fucking
enough,
annoying.
enough, 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 enough.
People are like,
But yeah,
oh, like
so
I'm agreeing with Candace Owens. Like, what's going on? It's like, yeah, you're agreeing with Candace Owens. Like, use two and two and put your brain together. Like, you're agreeing with the crazy lady. Maybe you're the crazy
no,
person.
it's like it's too much. And again, it's like the people that can't see through her shtick of like
It's like the performance
passionately.
feminism almost. Like,
Yes, and that's what it is. Like, she will take a topic and take a stance on it and find the audience that will play into it to perpetuate her own career and to make
yeah,
money and to do
yeah,
those things. Like, she actually doesn't care
yeah,
about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. She doesn't care about feminism. She doesn't care about any of these things. She cares about views, clicks, money, and being an online personality. Like, that's what she cares about.
yeah,
So, and the people that know that, but the new people who never knew her before don't know. But it's like they need to get wise, okay?
yeah,
Like, it's time. It's
yeah.
it's, it's enough is enough. Um, but okay. Lastly on our list, we have sounds to be a very exciting announcement via
Yeah.
People Magazine. We'll see. I assume it's true. People wouldn't like. I feel like this, you know, announcement wouldn't be made up. It's that there will be a performance during the iHeartRadio Awards from the Eras Tour, from the beginning of the Eras Tour. What specifically, Gia? It's like
It
they're talking about
says,
night one. Like,
yeah, yeah, it says Taylor Swift, who's nominated for 10 awards, including Artist of the Year, will also be celebrated for her record-breaking Eras Tour as the tour of the century. The tour
mhm.
launched 2 years ago to the day, and an exclusive performance from that opening night concert in Arizona will premiere during the show.
Which question mark? What's going on? And so we were chatting before we started recording, and I can't quite remember, and so I'm sure Taylor Watch listeners will be able to correct us if Chris Stapleton came out night one or somebody came out night one. I thought, but
No,
maybe
Chris
not.
Marcus Mumford came out in Vegas, which was
Right?
the second stop.
And he sing Tim McGraw with her?
They did White Horse on,
White Horse.
right?
So
Or
then
no, no,
maybe
no. Oh my God,
maybe
no. No, they did Cowboy Like Me.
Oh my God, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. But did she night one in Arizona do Tim McGraw? She did
Yes.
Mirrorball for sure.
Yeah,
And
she did
then
Mirrorball and Tim McGraw.
So then Gia,
What?
I've got goosebumps. Tim
Tim
McGraw
McGraw
debut
announcement?
featuring Tim McGraw. What if Tim fucking McGraw gets on stage to sing Tim McGraw with Taylor Swift and then they announce Reputation? I'm
You
sorry,
know
they
what?
announce that, wow, Freudian slip. Do you hear me just now? I
Would
was
you
like, and they announced Reputation? No. They
That
announced debut at the iHeartRadio Awards. I would accept that. I
would
would
really
accept
keep
that.
people on their toes if they announced Reputation instead.
Yeah, it really would. Yeah, it really would. But no, I would. So there's
But
something
I
going
don't I
on.
don't think it's a in-person performance. It's like a recorded performance that they're airing, I think.
Oh,
Because
interesting. So then,
it
right, then
says
that begs
a
the question.
performance from that opening night concert in Arizona will premiere. So I'm confused because to me, that seems like they're gonna be showing a performance like one of the surprise song performances.
Right.
And all the responses are saying, gotta be Tim McGraw from the surprise songs, right? Oh my God, Tim McGraw.
Of course.
It's gonna be Tim McGraw, and then a self-titled Taylor's version announcement. This is me clowning. Someone said
Well,
that.
so okay, so we're all on the same page, it sounds like. We're
Yeah.
all on the same page. And that I think would be totally appropriate. I know we talked about it last week a little bit, saying like if she goes to the iHeart Awards, like that could be a fun opportunity to announce something or to drop something or set a date for something or whatever. But then it does beg the question, Jay, if this is a live performance versus a recording, which it's a little vague, will she be there and will Travis also be there?
Hmm.
Because they're both nominated, in multiple categories, but Travis is nominated specifically as a guest appearance on the Eras Tour. So that could be potential for their first red carpet appearance at the iHeart Awards. Like,
And the walkout with Morgan Wallen, don't forget.
right, exactly. Yo, imagine Travis and Patrick's walkout with Morgan Wallen wins that category over Travis and the Eras Tour. Like,
Honestly, it's a fan vote, so I wouldn't be surprised.
same. We
Yeah,
have to prepare. So please
definitely.
prepare for that
Yeah.
possibility. Prepare for that possibility. But
I
yeah, so
I'm like 30-70 on if I think she'll be there, 70 being I don't think she'll be there.
same.
I think that it'll be a recording performance, but I'm loving this idea of possibly debut Taylor's version announcement, or also they could use it as like a documentary announcement or something like that. Like, oh, this is just a snippet of the entire Air Store documentary coming out on blah blah blah.
That would be, I mean, again, chills like that. And anything is amazing. So when
Yeah.
is that? That's the 18th. Is that, or is that the 17th? What day is that of the iHeart Awards? They're soon.
Yeah, it's the 17th. Yeah, 17th.
Oh, so Monday. So
Yeah.
next Monday.
Yeah.
They are. So buckle up. Oh, and that's great. So all right, so maybe we'll record Tuesday mornings so we can talk about iHeart
Yeah,
if
that's
something
good.
something crazy happens. So we'll be able so next week's Tuesday episode of Taylor Watch will include an iHeart Radio roundup if something crazy happens.
Yeah.
Um wow, so exciting. Good stuff. That's I mean for in the world that we've been living in, I think it's been like somebody put on Twitter, it's like it's been 57 days or 87 days since Taylor Swift has posted on
Yeah, it's like
Instagram.
been
So
the longest she hasn't posted since 2017 or something like that.
right, since Reputation, since her break in between before announcing. So who knows? But it'll be nice to hear from slash see our girl if possible, and if not, she can stay on that beach, and we'll all be singing Tim McGraw, on the side anyway. So
Yeah.
exciting stuff.
Well, there's
But
also a chance it could be Mirrorball. It could be let me look up the other two
I would
songs.
love, and we love Mirrorball. Obviously,
State
that's
of
we both.
Grace and This Is Me Trying were the other night, which are pretty great songs too.
Those are really good songs, but I think when it comes to like fanfare and excitement, Tim McGraw
Yeah.
is the most well known, and Mirrorball being the second, because obviously folklore stands everywhere, like
Yeah.
Rise Up. But and Mirrorball kind of applies to like her life right now, like how it's like all she wants to do is like make people happy, and
Yeah.
and she's shining light in the middle. So that would be kind of depressing, to be honest. So I don't think Mirrorball, unless it's like a beautiful acoustic performance or something,
Yeah.
which I would of course love. But Tim McGraw seems to be the most likely scenario
Agreed.
for those thinking about it. But all right, I think wow, how exciting, how amazing, and we have that to look forward to. So
Yep.
what a
Very
weekend!
exciting.
Good shit, good shit. Good weekend, good stuff going on. Go ahead and listen to Lady Gaga's How Bad Do You Want Me, and let us know how you feel about how much it sounds like Taylor.
Yep.
Um or is influenced by Taylor. And then of course for our Thursday episode, please give us a call or text us at our number 347-450-0723, or message us on the Taylor Watch Instagram. You can also go ahead and keep an eye on our stories on Wednesday because we will be doing rapid fire questions where Gia posts a little story and you can reply within, and we'll do those. So
Yep.
that'll be lovely. And that's that.
Yay.
So I've got to go. I'm late to dinner. I gotta go up there. I don't even know what dinner is tonight. Last night we had seafood risotto, and I was eating stuffed octopus last night. Can you believe?
Yum.
And loving it. You would have loved it,
Oh,
Gia.
I'm
You would
sure
have
it was
loved.
delicious.
It was really, really. If even I liked it, you would have been like
Oh,
dying over it.
I'm
It was really,
starving.
really good.
The
Yeah, it was
sun's
good.
done.
So I've got a, yeah, the sun's coming out for you. Fabulous. I've got a bottle of red wine with my name on it. Oh, look, wait, also my new ring. Did I show you my new ring I got in Terramina?
Ooh. Wait,
Isn't it
I
beautiful?
love that.
I know. It's got emerald and jade. It's like I can't stop wearing it. I'm like obsessed.
That's
Like it's
so
just
you. I love it.
yay, I'm so excited. There were a lot of snake rings that I almost bought, but I was like, I have enough.
You have like 50, I think, maybe.
No, I legit do. Like everybody was like, Kelly, look, and I was like, no, I literally have that. Like I cannot buy another one. So, but all right. So next episode will still be on Zoom, but then next week, business as usual. Everything will be great. But until then, we will see you later.
Love you guys.